Alright, I think we're live. What's up, guys? I'm gonna give it a second, see if anybody shows up. I tried to do the schedule and it didn't really work out as I expected. Welcome to the new place. There's the cat. So I had a little puppy accident this morning. So I'm doing laundry for the first time in a new spot. And it's been kind of crazy. I'm gonna check the sound and make sure everything's working. So it's my first stream from the new place. Let's see if we get an echo test here. All right. All right. Does everybody see me over here? Okay. I sit down here. All right. So this is the new spot. I hope the sound is good. It's been a rough ride, boys. But I'm finally like getting back in shape. The last couple of years has been a shit show, as everybody knows. For me, the COVID thing just ended. So I know it sounds crazy to everybody else, but I've been legitimately living as a hermit monk for the last almost 4 years. I can't believe how much time has gone by. But the good news is like I'm finally getting back in shape, healing some injuries, a bunch of crazy stuff, man. It's just been a wild ride. The world is the world has changed so much in the last 3 years alone, and I've been in a time capsule. It's the weirdest thing, and it's insane. I wish I could even explain to everybody. Like, I feel like I have to write a book to explain it. But the thing is, like, I don't even know if anybody even cares. It's like the morality levels of people, and like I'm just in such shock. It's amazing. But anyway, so today I was talking to my buddy Luke, who is also an instructor, my favorite acupuncture guy, and we were actually considering hosting some seminars together in the springtime. We're looking at somewhere between North Carolina and DC, just because of central location, and then the winter time possibly doing one in Florida, because that would be kind of cool. So I would be interested, any of you guys who get to watch this, if you know anybody who does event management, like who does like organizations of these kind of events. I would like to make it like a reasonably big thing, invite some other instructors and see who would come out. You get some guys from New York, maybe ask Richard Clear and some other people and see if they want to do something like that. Yeah, it's just been a weird ride, guys. But I was really deciding if I even wanted to teach anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it's just been a wild ride, and but I think I have to. While because the near-death experiences and my body falling apart, and it's like at a position I'm at now where I can like actually start performing things again, like physically, because in my last 3 videos I've been barely moving for you guys. You know what I mean? So for me, my standards for myself are extremely high. So I didn't want to. I don't know. It's a question of the injuries and the fact that like I haven't found people who are worth actually teaching. In the old traditional sense, and I think that the seminar concept might be a better idea because just my outlook on martial arts in general is more of like a biomechanical movement study as opposed to like a lineage thing anymore. So I think I did a seminar for City Wing Chun from my friends in the Tai Chi, Midtime Tai Chi. And that lesson plan, that stuff was actually pretty good. I probably would just bring that around, talking about functional catalepsy and like just body mechanics and how you would apply the Taiji principles in an abstract to practical self-defense. So that's really where I would be going with it, is from the biomechanical kinesiology standpoint, trying to, it's because I look at martial arts as a universal thing, you know what I mean? It's all about body mechanics, so that's really where I want to bring it. So I'm going to work on that next couple of weeks on deciding like exactly what direction I want to go and how it'll be most valuable. But what's going to really come down to what is the interest that I get from the community and people who are paying, if anybody's still paying attention. And I'd also like to say is that, any of you guys have any suggestions of what other platforms I should take the channel to? Like, I don't think I've ever done anything that would be remotely threatening to the channel, but who the hell knows who's going to buy YouTube next and whatever, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, the world is so crazy that I would rather protect the archive. So I want to start doing that now. So anybody has any ideas, if you guys also want to port the freaking videos to another thing, as long as I get credit, go for it. Yeah, that's basically that. So now that I'm in the new spot, I'll try to get myself on a schedule. It's been a rough ride, guys. And you gotta understand, I'm really completely by myself. I know this is, I don't know if people don't understand or if they just don't give a shit. But like, I'm completely alone in the middle of Nowhereville. I legitimately shouldn't be alive right now. So, it's a difficult thing for me to do and try to figure out how to handle just basic life, and then also try to figure out, okay, should I be doing the channel like this? Should I be, what's my next moves in life? You know what I mean? I'm doing music thing on the side, just trying to start getting back into that, deciding where I want to go with that. I'm in an overload position. So again, I always defer to you guys in the comments and your responses and your suggestions. I didn't forget about the guys who wrote me and asked for questions in the email. It's just that my life went completely sideways. Like, the place I was staying, it became a legal issue, and on top of that, I'm working with one of my students, putting out this single, and I mean, I pulled this shit out of my ass in literally a snowstorm. I rode my motorcycle in fucking it was like fucking 5 degrees in the studio, it was a shit show, and I still pulled it off. So I'm actually just proud just to say that I got through it, but I gotta get that also squared away, which is a whole other situation. So my next 6 weeks is based on getting myself in proper shape, and then planning on what direction to take the martial arts and fitness thing yet. Since my teacher died, my ex got really sick, was in the hospital. Like, you can see my website, I got locked out of my website, and then I had to move, and then the COVID thing. So I haven't even had a chance to really even fix my own website. Which I might wind up just taking the whole thing down and rebuilding it from zero, because when I was running Expert Movement in New York, I had trainers that were working for me, I had trainers that were working with me, I had like massage therapy, I had a whole thing. We had a magazine laid out. We had a really, really, really big picture of what was going to happen. And then, people start dying, people start getting hurt, then the world was, so it's not like, it just getting kicked 100 times. But you guys know me, like, I like getting kicked and getting back up, so that's what I'm doing. But, yeah, so that's where I'm at. As for directions in the channel, again, like, I got to figure out how to get you guys more interactive with the channel. I know there's like a community tab that they have. Maybe that would be a thing, but I want to get away from the whole Facebook. I don't want to use Facebook ever again. I really want to get away from that as much as possible. So I'm trying to figure out if there's any communities like, that we can get a chat room and like actually have some interaction without like a paywall, because I know so many, the guy, I just don't like the paywall thing, it's a weird, I don't mind charging for my teaching and personal coaching and things like that, but I just don't I don't like the idea of charging people for things that should be collective communal things. You know what I mean? Like obviously, if I host a seminar, I just use money. If I'm charging for private lessons, you know what I mean? I don't have a problem charging private lessons because that's actually my work. But just talking to each other, it's just a weird thing. So, but it would be a lot more helpful if there was people who are actually more active. So part of that's my fault, obviously, because I've been trying to survive this insane quantum jump into this fucking timeline. But that's where we're at. As for me training, because you guys know I got into a bunch of car accidents. I was playing action hero as a kid. I mean, I have broken everything. So, and then the last 5 years between people dying, getting sick, moving, this and that, I've done the little barest minimum of training. Like, I do my, my form, but I haven't treated my body as I should. And, I spent a lot of months and months and months literally sitting in a room without moving. You know what I mean? So my body is not happy with me. My tendons and ligaments are screwed up and they're all shortened and jacked up. My back is crooked. My hip is out of alignment. So I'm doing a lot of rehab. And what I've been doing now for the last 4 weeks is doing the form on the other side, and seeing the effect if I can restabilize my hip imbalance. So I'm doing that and a bunch of other PT stuff. So hopefully by springtime I'll be able to kick people in the head again. I just don't like the idea of I know that even me broken, the level of my training, it's so far beyond the average person that to them it's they're still getting something. But for me, I don't feel good. You know what I mean? I like to be able to perform, at my peak and getting, even though I know I'm getting older and yada, but between the world crushing down and it just makes you depressed, and I just let my body go to shit. So hopefully, I'll be able to get to a place where I feel at least decent about my physical movement again. But this has not been very good. But I'm sure I can handle my shit, but I want to be able to do flying kicks again and not worry about not being able to walk the next day. My teacher was breaking stacks of wood, and I think he was 65. Either 55 or 65, and he was still breaking with the leaping turnaround side kick. And he had degenerated disc disease and all the other fucked up shit. So it's I have to, I have to get with it. You know what I mean? I've been lazy. So that's where I'm at, and I'm not giving. I'm making myself excuses, but the end of the day is, I'm gonna get back on it. Especially because I know a lot of you guys do actually want, the information, and you want to keep doing this stuff. So that's where we're at. So if anybody that that wants to host a seminar, has experience hosting and managing seminars, wants to do any kind of collaboration type things, let me know. Now's the time before spring starts, so I can start making plans. If you guys can, if I can make enough money doing it, I'm willing to travel. You know what I mean? So if you guys wanted to host a seminar somewhere and you could fly me out and pay the expenses and I can make enough money to pay my rent, I will show up. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to lie to you guys and say, it is about money. This is my job, so I have to get paid enough to at least what the other fake guys are getting paid, because there's a lot of guys who are selling bullshit, and they're charging an exorbitant amount of money. So I think that what I offer is worth more than what they're giving people. So that's where I'm at with that. Hey puppy, what's up? You want to say hi? You come up? Don't look at me like that. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. You gonna say hi? Alright. Oh. Alright. Oh. So, this is my life. Okay. He just shit his bed today. It was so nice of him. Right? 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 You had to decide that after I told you, just while I'm old, I can shit where the fuck I want. because that's what I do. Yeah, put your head down in shame. He's deaf. So he doesn't even hear me telling him to be shameful. What are you going to do? But yeah, so that's where we're at. I guess, did I cover everything? So, I know, what the hell is his name? One of, oh my god, my brain is fried right now. One of the guys I had, Don, he wanted to do a seminar last year in, now was it South Carolina? I think it was. But we'll see. I mean, look, in order for it to be worth it, it has to be somebody who's serious, who actually wants to get the things done. Right now in North Carolina, I'm already looking for locations that we can host seminars or maybe like a monthly meetup, of some kind. I would like to try to start a meetup similar to how they did it in. Oh, there's this one knocking everything down. Good job. Good job. Get out of here. Come on. Such an idiot. Are you done? Can I go back to what I was doing? Jesus. So, alright, something like that. Okay. So, what was I saying? Yeah, I would like to do like, something like how we did the meetups in New York, but it'd have to be more organized, you know what I mean? I would try to do something that's, I don't want to say like tournament style, but in the sense, but like more structured. You know what I mean? Like for instance, like I know some other meetups, people, they go and just like lackadaisical. You know what I mean? I would say that I want to do a meetup was a very structured thing where everyone's doing the same thing for the same time. Where there's actual goals involved rather than just random playing. So once I build a team around this that actually is interested, I would figure out, because there's a lot of you guys, who are out there, who are instructors, who all have a similar outlook on what needs to be done with Tai Chi in general. And a lot of you guys have a lot of fight experience also, but no one's really coming together in a consensus and saying, well, this is how it should, really should be done, Like, most people get stuck on a lineage thing or traditional things, and I think that the focus should be on the output and what is it going to create, you know what I mean? What kind of, what are we trying to do here, For me, the most part is I always looked at Tai Chi as a biomechanical study that helps build up your other martial arts. And the reason I said it is because Tai Chi hasn't been taught or practiced in a way for fighting in 100 years. Not in the public. You know what I mean? Even its most hardcore public systems, they're not meant for real fighting, okay? It's like, even Taekwondo or kickboxing, they're combat sports, but they're not made for fighting, like for warfare or for self-defense in the sense of practicality. You know what I mean? My thing was I was always looking at from a very science perspective. Okay, well, this does this, and this is why it does this. Other people are more into, okay, well, let's go Lei Tai and fight. You know what I mean? Like, when I look at the Tai Chi for that, I don't look at Tai Chi as a pure style that should be used to fight. I look at Tai Chi as an internal style that you add inside of other things, which is why I think seminars I teach would be very useful for most people, because I don't look at it as this is a Yang style thing or a Chen style thing or a karate thing. I look at this as a biomechanical thing that gives you this advantage in this situation. So that's more the stuff that I like to discuss and talk about. I'm a science geek in a sense. I like to geek out on this stuff. So the question is, how do we market that? How do I present it? How do I organize it? And how do we work in tandem with the other Tai Chi big names, right? The esoteric guys and the super soft guys and the never use force guys. I mean, look, there's a lot of delusion. You know what I mean? So it's like, in one hand, I want to go like on a principle, and you could call it ego, but on principle, you know, I feel like I have to take a stand against this shit because it doesn't work. Like, you know, like a lot of these guys, they'll be teaching for 10 fucking years and they'll have like, you know, how many of their students can actually do anything with it? And then when their students are performing, like, you know, they're doing it in very controlled environments. Oh, okay, you're going to do. I don't see people who do what I did, and I do is like, okay, come at me, bro. Like, come at me, like, and then we'll see what works and see where I fuck up, and then we'll keep going. Like, you know, it's like it's always like, oh, you're gonna do this thing, and I'm gonna do this thing, and then none of them go and ever fight. You didn't fight in the street. You got no scars to prove it. You don't want to compete. So it's like you're talking a game that you've never actually tested in real life. So it looks good in your controlled environment, but then you get fucking rocked, and then you're selling it to a lot of fucking people, and it's hard, you know. And then people say, "Oh, he's an asshole." Like anybody who tells the truth's an asshole. I mean, how can I not be an asshole to survive this life? You know what I mean? And how can I be a good teacher if I don't make assholes and motherfuckers? Like I have to be hard on people. Like, you know, it's hard for me because, you know, internally I'm actually a really, you know, peaceful, pacifistic kind of guy, you know. But a pacifist is someone who has the capability of extreme violence but chooses not to. You guys aren't pacifists, you're pussies. It's a big difference. Like, I can be ultra violent, like fucking Clockwork Orange violent, and I choose not to because of my morality. You can call that ego, right? Because I don't care about this. The Buddhist bullshit is, you know, it's the most egotistical thing in the world. Saying, oh, well, I am all in peaceful, this and that. And it's like, get the fuck out of here. It's like egotistic bullshit. You're not. You know what I mean? It's like your peace and tranquility is predicated on falsehood and violence by proxy. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. You know, you need demon hand, Buddha heart. There's a monk that's going around saying that line, and I'm stealing it. Demon hand, the Buddha heart. Like, you have to have some asshole in you to shit on fucking people who deserve it. And when you're playing Tai Chi and you have no asshole in you, you have no fire, you have no yang. You have no solidity to fight with. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, that's all soft power shit's all open door nonsense. I'm telling you, man, the old dudes who were fucking doing real Tai Chi, when they hit you for real, and they use real power, they hit you. Okay? Like, it's nonsense already. But then I'm like, so how do I... It's a difficult thing for me, guys. I'm really, you know, I'm working it out in my head the last couple of weeks. You know, and I'm really, really meditating on what I want to do with, you know, with my life in the martial arts and to help lead you guys, because it's a responsibility in a sense, you know. But I also want to be peaceful. I want to make friends with everybody. But like at the end of the day, it's like, first of all, I've tried. And people who really know me in real life know me. I'm like the most, like, you know, humble, peaceful, like, chill dude, give you the shirt off my back, you know. And I try to live that life, but I can't do it in this world. Like, I can't be the Buddhist monk outside the monastery. They won't let me. You know, it's like everywhere I go, I get taken advantage of and shitted on. So it's like, if I don't teach my students to be an asshole, then I'm doing them a disservice. And if I don't let people know who I am by what I'm not, it's like I can't play the peaceful fucking monk card. It just isn't. They won't let me. The world won't let me do it. You know, everything's a fight and a struggle in this world, and like the whole point of martial arts is to struggle and fight to survive. So, you know, how do I do that and portray reality without being a bit of a dick? Because when I'm gonna fucking, you know, tear off someone's fucking face who's robbing somebody or raping a girl, you know what I mean, or like, you know, doing like, what am I supposed to do? Be like, oh, hi, sir. I mean, fucking fix the lint on your shirt. I mean, like, so, I don't know. I have to do a lot of rebranding and a lot of reworking of my existence, guys. So, you know, bear with me while it happens. You know, I love you guys and I appreciate all the support. That's what's up. Donations, another thing. I'm not going to be using PayPal ever again, at least not until they fix their shit. I got donations that are locked up, and you know, when I moved, I went to go take, and I don't have that much, man. For the whole year, I got a couple $100. There's definitely nowhere near 600, okay? And I was actually going to use that money for my move, and I went to go and take it out. They said, "Oh, your account's locked for fraudulent activity," and then like, no, you need to put your driver's license and your social security number if you make over 600. And I'm like, putting my driver's license in, and it won't take the picture, like it won't upload. And then it tells me like I need my. I'm like, so I wrote to him like, I don't need to put my social security number in because I didn't get more than $600. That's the first thing. Second thing is I'm trying to give you my ID and you won't take it. So just close my account and give people the money back. And all I'm getting is robots. So I think what they're doing is they're just basically using this as a loophole to steal money from people. So I don't want to use PayPal anymore. Right now I have Cash App, which is Tao888, which is easy to remember. If anyone wants to donate and help out, it's always appreciated. But I'm only going to use Cash App and maybe a Venmo or something. I don't know what to do, guys. Like I'm going to say this again. When you don't realize how much I'm dealing with completely alone, and not just alone, with people who were close to me actively getting in my way and fucking with me, okay? Like purposely. It's like I've literally had to cut off everybody because COVID made them insane. So I don't have like the physical ability and the fucking brain bandwidth to figure everything out all at once, okay? So it's a difficult thing. I'm really working, I'm trying, I'm gonna keep pushing forward until the wheels fall off, you know? So that's where I'm at with that. Is that all the updates? Yeah, so I mean, I got the new place, I'm training, I'm fixing my back, I'm gonna do the seminars. Don't use PayPal. If you want to donate, send to Cash App, Tao888. There's people who message me for video comments, and I have to do videos for them. It just, my life vomited in my face. I am so sorry. So I'm gonna get to you, I promise. But yeah, I need to get on a schedule. But at least I'm getting, I'm getting tight like a tiger again. But yeah, that's basically it. So I know that this video will find you guys eventually. Whoever shows up. But yeah, if you know anybody who actually does the event coordination, who's interested in doing a seminar, if you know anybody who wants private lessons, online or off, I usually start around $150 an hour. So we can, we do like online. I know students I have online, I just do like this with a video. But if you're near North Carolina, you want to fly in for a couple of days, you're more than welcome to contact me on my email or comment. But yeah, what I'd really like to see right now is like what other community building tools that there are. Like, is there like a chat that's preferable that isn't fucking Facebook? That isn't on Facebook or Instagram. Like, I don't know what else to use. Twitter seems to be the safest bet right now. And it doesn't matter what political team you're on. You have to be honest with yourself and understand something's wrong with the system. It's not about politics. It's about dysfunctional business. Like, what's going on is insane. So I don't know how to work around that. And also, the world's exploding in our faces. So for anybody who wants to do some modernized Kung Fu, Tai Chi, Ching Chong stuff and kick your ass, let me know. But I'm back, all right? I'm back. This place is actually not bad, it's, God, I almost called the Attorney General and then, because it was such a shit show. But I have a good indoor space to train and to do videos in. It's a mess right now because I'm still unpacking. But I can actually do demos here. It's really clear. I have a little yard here to share that I can do demos in. So it's going to be good for the channel for at least in a couple of months. And that's basically it. I guess I'll try to start doing an evening live stream, because this is just an update. I'm only doing this live just because I don't have to record and upload. But I think I noticed that when I do the live at night, late, people show up. So I'll probably do that maybe tonight or tomorrow, and just get people used to having me back around, because it's been a shit show. But yeah, so that's basically it, guys. I hope that the update made sense, and any other cool things that come up, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, so anybody who does seminars or could host seminar or knows how to book them, knows the price scheduling that people are using now. Anybody who's been to these big guys seminars who want to help with some tips and tricks, that would be greatly appreciated. And also some kind of community building thing where we can get people involved in, like, I don't want to use Reddit, and I don't want to use, because like places are fucking toxic. There's got to be something that's safe that isn't toxic. But I don't know. If anybody wants to start one, that would be great also. But that's where we're at. You know what I mean? So keep me posted on what you guys are doing. I'll let you guys know what I'm doing. I think, I don't know, maybe 9 o'clock I'll try. And I'll try a couple of different times for a live stream. I also have the stream rig set up so I could, do my professional streams again. Like, you guys didn't see that stuff because I have my own political channel, my own gaming channel. So, I have like a pretty intense live stream set up. So I may bring the channel in that direction. The issue is how many people actually care about Tai Chi anymore. I do styles that that are very rare and people mistake for the modern versions. So it's a difficult thing to, not that I want to bring to mass market, but it's a difficult thing to bring to mass market, especially when a lot of what I teach is diametrically opposed to the consensus. Like, for instance, like the Adam Minzer style or the other, what's the other big guy's name? Their approach, whereas a lot of the techniques I use are very similar, my approach is completely opposite, where it's like I want people to start with muscular strength and big frames and understanding how to hit people. And then once you have a foundation that you can use to defend yourself and actually be stable in life and healthy, then you can start going into like the esoteric occult little fucking ninja tricks. But I just had a comment on the other video from this guy who was talking about how, I think that you should start, if you have strength, you're going to rely on it, so you should start with only internal. I'm like, this is delusions. It's delusions. Like, the people who did Tai Chi in the old days, first of all, none of them were weak. They were all farming and lifting shit. They were jacked up. These fucking people, like, do you know how hard it is to work in a rice paddy field? Like just carrying your water to, like, upper fucking mountains. The people don't understand. These people were already solid, and then they were doing other martial arts, and also the closed door training. They were doing hard strikes. Okay, But anyway, it's just like you can't live like that. You can't, like, you can't live. I'm just gonna make myself this fucking limp noodle and hope that 10 years from now I'll be able to magically, fucking like fly away 300-pound like MMA fucking powerlifters. Like, you're out of your fucking mind. Life doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that. Like, so, and if you look at like 99% of these people, their seminars and their students, 99% of them can't perform shit. 99%. And it's like 99%, like, what did you, like, okay, I got this cool little magic trick. I can like make a coin disappear, but I can't count my change at the store. It's like, that's what's happening with these seminars. But at the same time, I don't want to. It's like, how do I position myself in this Tai Chi sphere without being confrontational by default? Because even if I don't fucking say anything, just my presence and the fact of my outlook on the art is so opposite of what everyone's teaching, is going to cause a conflict anyway. And I don't want that. Like, I would like to be able to work side by side with all these people, but I don't know if I even can, because I'm so positioned outside of their realm, where it's like, dude, I'm just gonna kick you in the face. Like, I'm just gonna punch you dead in your face. I'm not gonna play this game with you. That's what Tai Chi is. Like, William Chen became famous as a fucking Tai Chi boxer, not as a Tai Chi Fa Jing man. Like. So it's I don't know, man. I don't know, guys. I know you guys get entertained by me rambling my own thoughts, and it's also therapeutic because I can hear myself talking about it and it makes more sense. I don't know what to do. Like, like, how do I do this in a way that's, moral and not being in conflict with people. It's like, okay, fine, I can do that, but then I'm going to automatically be in conflict with people if I just teach the right way, in my opinion, because it's literally opposite of what everyone else is fucking doing. And then I have to argue about it with people who think they know, people who've never been in a fight, people who can't do push hands, people who can barely do their form are going to come in my comments and then argue with me about, oh, well, you shouldn't use strength and you shouldn't use this. I'm like, yo, dude, the people who you say, oh, they all rely on strength and the push hands. Okay, that's fine. You know what happens also when two people are playing push hands and the skill level's even? We default to strength, but these limp noodle people just don't have it. So when they try to be strong, they just don't have it and they fail, so you don't talk about it. It's just like, it's nonsense. It's nonsense, man. It's delusions. People are out of their fucking mind. They think magic tricks. They think they can go around and play fucking silk fucking drama dancing and then go play MMA afterwards. It's like, you're out of your mind. These people are punching each other in the face all day and you spend 10 years dancing. And not even dancing like bachata hard. You're fucking moving in slow motion and you're not doing anything. So you think in your fucked up delusional head that you're doing a dance with no intent is good. After 10 years, you're going to be able to handle a guy who's been training in boxing or MMA for 6 months punching something all day? These are the people I argue with. And those are the people that have to take their money. I don't even want their money. I don't even want it. So I don't know. It's a lot, guys. So I'm going to have to simplify and just say fuck everybody and just do it. Just do it straight. Because there's no other real way to do it, I don't know, and I'm also in a limited time frame because I have to survive the shit show, it's being in the middle of absolute nowhere and trying to figure out everything completely alone, it's ridiculous. It's kind of ridiculous, you know what I mean? And I understand everybody has, their life and their problems, whatever, but when you're a guy, no one gives a fuck, no one cares if you live or die, and you'll notice as you get older, even your friends will you're not really asking for all that much, but when you'll notice a lot of your friends won't even be bothered, you know what I mean, to even hear you bitch about something, or even just to help you talk something through something, and they don't realize it, and I feel bad because which weeks I feel bad for people who have more than me, but it's you don't really appreciate how valuable just having somebody who's going to actually talk through a situation with you so you can actually put it out. You know what I mean? In front of you, rather than just an internal dialogue, which is why these videos help me, because I get to speak it out and hear myself talk about things. So it's actually, really helpful to get my thoughts, in order. So yeah, I mean, who was it that sent me an email that was really, he sent me an email that was really good, and I have to go back and find it again and reread it because, people were sending suggestions before my life went sideways, and when I tell you guys, I feel like I have to do a whole series about what actually happened to me and what I've survived, because no one's gonna fucking believe me, and it's gonna have to help somebody. You know what I mean? Because I'll be honest with you, most people in my position would have killed themselves a long time ago. There's the amount of stupidity and betrayal and fucking theft and being shitted on from every fucking angle. I don't know anybody who would survive it. I don't know. I don't know any of my friends, anybody. Nobody I know wouldn't put a fucking bullet in their own head by now. Nobody. All my friends are pussies. I'm just saying straight up, they're fucking pussies. They're seriously, I can't believe, not all of my friends, but I'm saying a lot of the people that, I've been dealing with, that I've allowed to stay in my close circle because I knew them from childhood, or I have some other connection to, And I realized, like, after COVID, they're broken and they're fucking weak, and they lost their fucking honor, like just basic fucking honor. Like I'm not the type of person that like asks for all that much. Like I always try to ask for as little as possible, or whatever like I feel is like the mean average or bare minimum. I don't go out of my way to fucking like really like pester people and shit like that. But it's just like everyone after COVID got so like in their little survival mode and like worrying about their own shit. They don't even like. I just couldn't believe how some of my friends were acting. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. It's not even just because I did this for you and you should do this for me. No, no one, honestly, I wouldn't treat a homeless person how some people have treated me. Like I wouldn't consider, like I just can't even think like how the brain makes the logical connections of how to treat people. It's just so insane to me. It just doesn't make sense. And I'm the asshole. I'm the fucking the tough guy jerk off. But it's like I feel like I'm the only one that like has any fucking morality left. At least in those circles I'm talking about. Just stupid things. So point being is like I know that if I've been dealing with all this shit I survived, it has to help somebody somehow. There's something that's different about my brain and how I'm still alive. So so for that reason, I'm gonna keep teaching. I'm gonna keep doing my thing because I don't know. The gods did not make me like this for no reason. It has to be useful to somebody. It has to. It doesn't make any sense. So that's where I'm at in life. You know what I mean? So when you guys, whoever gets this, feel free to email, and I'm gonna, now that I'm finally situated and I'm not fucking, bleeding from my face and ass and fucking like a walk, and I've basically cut out all the toxic fucking women and like, friends, and like, just like literally fucking like just people who are just fucking retarded. Like they've gone retarded on me. Like people have literally gone retarded on me. That I can finally start over, And I got really lucky, because I know a lot of you guys out there, you were legally married and you got run through by the system. I can't tell you how many guys I've coached away from suicide because of women in their life. I mean, I got stories. I was smarter than them because I learned from watching, what happened to me, that I didn't fall into that fucking trap. You know what I mean? And, I saw it coming. But even without that legal trap, I still got completely fucked. You know what I mean? And like I had to claw my way out several times, from, that trap. And if I was legally married, I would be fucked because how the modern situation with women is. Everyone's playing by different moral sets and different codes of morality. And that's where a lot of the problem comes in, with shadow contracts, right? Like, I expect a certain amount of like, honor and communication with people, right? And other people expect a different amount, right? If we're playing checkers and one player's playing chess, you're gonna always have a problem. And that's what seems to be happening with men, women, society, Tai Chi. Everyone's playing with different rule sets and no one's actually communicating because they don't have the fucking common sense or the balls or the decency to say, these are the rules that I play with and these are the rules that you play with. Let's find a rule set we can fit in the middle. No, it's like, well, I thought you were playing with these rules. I thought you were playing with this rules. And then I'll be like, hey, you guys play like this, or I don't, we can't work together. And other people will like, oh, or they'll scumbag you, or they'll fucking do some retarded shit. So it's like, I really blame the COVID thing. Like, the COVID really fried people's fucking brains. Like, I legitimately had to call the attorney general for the place I just moved, like, because of the amount of scumbaggery that just happened to me. I've just been back to back bombarded with stupid people. So, it's just, it is what it is. So, bringing that full circle, I don't know how to even reacclimate to society alone at this point because it's so different than how I was brought up. But then from the last 3 years, that I don't know how to reintegrate. Like I'm trying. You know, I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? And you know, part of me wants to live the peaceful, like, you know, Buddhist monk life, but society's not gonna let me. You know, like you can't be a Buddhist outside the monastery. You know, like you can't. Because people just they take advantage of you by default because no one's playing by those rules. No one's playing by those rules. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, right action, right speech, right livelihood sometimes means punching someone in the fucking face and calling them a cunt. You know what I mean? It's like you like the Eight Noble Truths, you know, the Eightfold Path. It's transitory and perceptual. You can't apply right action for a monk in a temple to right action for a dude who's surviving a city. You know, I can't do that and lie to people about it. The same thing with Tai Chi. It's like I can't sit there and allow people to teach this patty cake, super soft, double light bullshit, and then expect that they're going to go into the world and the world's going to play by those rules. They're not going to play by those rules. They're going to stab you. They're going to beat your fucking head in. You know what I mean? And it's like, after COVID, people are selfish, self-centered, self-serving, they lack self-awareness. They have no fucking empathy. They don't give a fuck about anybody but themselves. And they're willing to fucking literally almost cut their own mother to get ahead. It's fucking... I just, you know, you see this clip about this kid? He was on Dr. Phil or something. And he's like, I don't talk to my mom anymore because she doesn't have any followers. So she's irrelevant. That's what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with, like, people who, like, have literally, their morality has changed to a point where I have to cut them off. And this is some of my, like, family and close friends. I've had to go ghost on them because I didn't change. Like, they did. You know what I mean? It's like, I haven't changed. I'm still the same fucking guy, you know? Like, and everywhere I go, people are fucking losing their shit. What's up, dude? All the clout chases. You're damn fucking right, man. It's ridiculous. Like, you know, the fucking clout chasing scumbags and fucking... But you know what? It's got me is the lack of, like, honor, morality. Dude, you were in the military, bro. It's like, I can't tell you how many of my students who were in the military, and they call me and tell me how, like, their battle buddy is fucking, like, gone AWOL. You know what I mean? Like, I keep hearing these fucking stories, like, you know, people, like, you know, I'm from the hood, yo, and, like, I'm talking about, like, gangbang land, and, like, there's people I know who's, like, did time for people, like, that did, like, hard shit. Like, I know, you know, guys that were hood, people that I've bled with and done, like, you know, work with. And they're fucking, like, they lost their honor. It's like they lost their fucking honor, man. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. So I'm working on dealing with that. You know what I mean? Like, it just, I don't get it. I don't, and so, I don't know. It's a fucking shit show. It's a shit show and I don't have any whiskey. That's all I can tell you. Seven, how you been, man? You know, I'm fucking glad to see you, bro. I'm just doing the live now so I don't have to upload a video. Because I just don't feel like doing the upload. Yeah, I just do it this way and it just goes up. But I'm probably going to start doing live, like a live at night, like once or twice a week here. I would go back to gaming, but there's no fucking games. Like, everything sucks and nobody plays. You know what I mean? And, like, the last I was playing before I left the other fucking place, like, there's fucking hackers everywhere. Everyone's retarded. There's no community at all. It's like everything's gone to shit. And now we're dealing with fucking, you know, irregular warfare on the homeland. It's a mess. It's a mess. In a couple of weeks, it's going to get really bad. It's going to get bad. So, what are you going to do? I don't know anymore, man. I don't know. I just don't know. So, the only thing I can do is fucking keep going so the fucking wheels fall off the script, you know, this fucking porta potty. You know? That's all I can fucking do. It's like, you know what I mean? But I'm literally living like Kwai Chang Caine and fucking Kung Fu, walking around in the middle of fucking nowhere completely by myself. You know what I mean? Like, and It's crazy. Like, it just fucking... I just can't believe how people are acting. I just can't... I just can't believe it. Like, you know? Like, and I mean, like, people will fucking cut their own money for clout, you know? Like, they'll cut their own mother for clout. It's ridiculous. So that's where I'm at. But yeah, I was also thinking about possibly doing some more, like, karate-focused videos on the old karate style. Even though my teachers didn't want me to teach it. I mean, I don't know. I'm figuring that out also. Like, I used to teach, a reduced system where it's like I took all the techniques and I basically made it. It was taught like in position, almost like Wing Chun, but then it's taught like it's used like kickboxing. Just so that I can say I'm not teaching the style exactly, but I'm still teaching the technique and the theory. So I might, work on that, codify that stuff. But we'll see where it goes, man. I don't fucking know anymore. Right now, it's like I've been quantum jumping in some fucking deranged Orwellian reality where everyone's mildly fucking brain damaged. Immoral, mildly brain damaged, and like, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know, man. All I know is it's making me gray. Well, actually, I've been less stressed out, so like it's going away, which is weird. I've actually had this happen since I was a kid. Since I was 12 years old, I'm getting gray hair when I get stressed out. Like when shit would happen, like my hair would turn gray and then it would grow back. External bullshit. Yeah, man. Fucking, you have no idea how much crazy shit I've been through. But at least it's like kind of like I got this cool like gray fucking goatee going on, but it's actually growing out, which is weird. Like the whole thing was gray, and now it's like the last couple of weeks, it's like dying out. So, like my dad didn't turn gray until he was like 60. You know what I mean? Like nobody, it's a stress. You know what I mean? It's like a massive amount of stress, and that's another thing I think that, people don't realize, like how much shit I had to deal with completely by myself. Like I'm telling you, people put a bullet in their fucking head. There's no way. I don't know anybody who would survive. I don't know anybody. I really don't. All my friends would fucking fold. Like the few friends I actually talked, because like people call me for advice all the fucking time. You know what I mean? Like all the time, they'll call me. I'll spend an hour on the phone listening to them, bitch, blah blah blah, and then they'll disappear. But I tell some of my friends my shit, and they're just like, "Oh fuck," and then they just they dot. So it's like I don't bother telling anybody shit anymore. I don't fucking tell them shit anymore. It's not worth it. I don't got much time left on this planet. I'm not gonna spend it, dealing with stupid. But Seven, if you ever want to game again, you let me know, bro. Okay, I'll jump on for something. I got the stream rig right here, actually. That's where I'm gonna be streaming from. It's not set up obviously because I'm still moving in. But I got a pretty nice space to train in, so I can actually do the videos from here. So let me sign off because I've been rambling for who knows how long, maybe an hour or something. But yeah, I love you guys. So that's the deal. Anybody wants to do seminars, let me know. Anybody wants private lessons, so $150 an hour. You can pay freaking Venmo or Cash App. If you want to donate, only donate to Cash App, please. It's Tao888. So obviously you can figure that out. If you have any questions, comments, accusations, and leave them in the comments. I'll be taking more video requests again because now that I'm back. Anybody who I did not respond to, or if I didn't reply to your email in the last 2 months, please, in the same thread, say hello, just so I can get it back on the top of my email list, because my fucking shit is flooded, and my life is difficult. So I appreciate it if the guys who did email me a couple months ago, and like I just fell off the face of the earth, it's not that I was ignoring you, it's life went sideways, okay? So hit me up, send the requests, topics for conversations, and let me know if any of you guys have any ideas for booking these seminars or where you want the channel to go, and also building some kind of like chat community to get people who watch the channel and videos to communicate, and you guys can argue about your fucking Tai Chi, Ching Chong, Bob the Buoys, and make everybody feel important. All right, man. So other than that, I'm out of here. Love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Peace out.